Good morning. I decided, what's more important, being on this call or having makeup on? So scary. If you want me to take my camera off, I will. Oh, I have clothes on though. I've made the right decisions. Got my coffee, got my sunrise, got my clothes on. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, no makeup this morning. I've got going with my mother-in-law and sister-in-laws to running around in the woodlands today for a little bit. So I'm gonna
Got a quick question for you.
make myself wonderful. Yes, Rob.
Kathy, do you typically drink your coffee before your sunrise or vice versa?
Vice versa. Sunrise comes first. How is that right?
Is there an order?
I know. I'm like, I'm
Gonna fail the test.
I know. I just came through with this powerful answer, like I know what I'm talking about, and then I'm wondering, is it right?
You failed.
I failed. Sunrise.
Coffee deletes your body of magnesium, and you want to take your sunrise after your coffee so you can replace whatever magnesium that you're draining.
Oh, good.
Good to know. Dang.
That's Mark Hedrick. That's Mark Hedrick.
Okay, but no, it's Rob Slagle because you passed it on. We appreciate it. Okay, so that's great information. And Rob drinks his after his coffee on the weekends, but I think during the work week, I don't know. It's a good question, so we'll have to get that straight.
Fun facts to know and tell.
I love it. And
good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody. We're missing a few people. Great job on, I'm guessing that had a little to do with Michelle and Rob and Eva taking notes yesterday, because that was so awesome. Y'all having her on Facebook with her pictures of her working out. Man, was that not powerful or what? Thank you
for the powerful idea.
Oh, man, that was awesome. I think that's going to generate some noise. They're going to be saying, what the heck? Can you imagine some of her family members like, Aunt Eva, what were you doing? What is that? So I'm excited about that. That was great stuff.
And then she also had some.
And then there she is. We were just talking about you, Eva. Great job yesterday with the photos.
Thank you.
Man, that's gonna generate some noise.
It was Rob's and Michelle's idea. And I said, well, okay. Yeah.
Yes. That is awesome.
I'm coming up. I'm coming up slowly but surely. I'm learning a lot. I learned a lot yesterday, so it was wonderful. Yes, thank you.
Can you imagine now you're going to have a long lost relative saying, Aunt Eva, what is that you're doing? And it's going to generate some conversation and noise. So that's awesome.
Oh, that's good.
Awesome,
thank you. Oh.
So if that was your one thing on your list to do yesterday, you accomplished it. And that was getting on social media. And I don't care that it wasn't a live thing. It wasn't, something that you got in your head that you need to do. Those pictures said 1 million words. So great job. Pat yourself on the back for a job well done.
Thank you. Okay, I sure will. Thank you. Yeah, my mission today is now getting to a description of the DAV, what I do, and the disabled veterans. That's my next project today.
Awesome. So going in and just sharing with them what you do. And okay, cool. And that's something that you've been connected with for a long time. So, just share your story, and they know you, so they know your heart. And you got it. You've got this. So, and then you snap a picture before you go in there, and or snap a picture of the disabled vets sign or something, so that
Mhm.
people know that you're out and about and you're doing that sort of thing. And that tells a story about you. And that's what you want to get across on Facebook. So good job, Eva.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I'm finding out what exactly social media is. I was so confused.
Just
But now it's
being social
uh-huh.
online. There you go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Cool. So
I'm gonna I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
bring up the phone since I'm up here in the parking lot so y'all can see it. Um, let me see. Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So they won't complain because I'm in the parking lot.
Yeah. I don't know if yeah, and I wouldn't take a picture of the whole sign.
Uh-huh.
Maybe if you had a part of the sign, I don't know. I don't go to a gym. Does anyone know what would be a good thing to get a picture of when you're in the parking lot? Just, the gear that you have on for one.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
how about a selfie? I'm
yeah,
not too good in selfies, but
a selfie with part of the sign. Block the sign with your head, where they can see that it's fitness, or
uh-huh.
lifestyle. Cut off
Okay.
cut off.
But
Uh,
why can't you take a picture of the sign?
I don't know. Can you? If they're so picky about not being able to take pictures inside,
I think
I don't know.
that's only inside, but you can
Okay.
take
Oh,
a
okay.
selfie with the name of the
Okay.
building in the back.
Right. You would
Uh-huh.
think they would like that for advertisement. Yeah, go ahead and do it. The worst
Yeah,
thing they
Okay.
could do is take you
I
off.
think they're worried about privacy inside
Okay.
inside the gym.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, yeah, like
I know.
husbands are
I didn't
doing
know
that to
this
people.
until yeah, I didn't know this until I read some of the signs yesterday, and it did say that no cameras, no videos, no this,
Okay.
no that. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There
Yep.
was
Do that.
9. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Was that
Okay.
inside the gym or was that inside like the locker room?
It was in inside the pool, and then I was coming out in the header on the wall as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I've seen them posted like if you go into the locker room, or the bathroom where there's the showers and people are getting
But
dressed and
yeah,
things like
I
that. But
can
I've
see
never
that.
seen them
Yeah.
in like the inside the gym area because I mean, how many videos have you watched? Maybe that's what they want to avoid.
Exactly.
Right, right. No, it's understandable. There's a lot of ladies there that pretty sure they wouldn't like it.
All right.
So
Yeah.
no,
Right.
that's fine. Yeah, I understand.
All right. Well, we got Jake's at the top of my list this morning. So, Jake, you want to tell us how your day went, how your numbers went, what's going on? What are you discovering about yourself? Or take the floor, take the show, take the floor.
Yeah, yesterday was just pretty basic. I had a coffee shop interview where I followed up with somebody that I've talked to and just kind of piqued them on the product a little bit. They were curious and asking questions about what it is that Candace and I do outside of our normal careers. And so I had that meeting. I reached out to 4 people on top of that and had 4 reports as well. And then I went back and I spent some time just catching up on conversations that I already had going on. So I'm really trying hard not to let those conversations sit stale for more than, a few days and fall between the cracks. So, and then I posted my numbers yesterday as well in the chat.
That is awesome. That's fantastic. So, do you feel like holding yourself accountable and having to announce things makes a difference, or do you think that this is an okay idea to?
Yeah, I think that it does make a difference if you let it.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to us. But I do think that the group atmosphere where you're at least posting your numbers and, speaking out your intentions when you say, hey, my goal is this, you're more likely to go and get it done, especially if it is on a smaller scale. Like we've said, we can set a monthly goal, but it's so easy to just hide the entire month. Whereas if you
Right.
set a weekly goal, it's a lot easier to kind of hold yourself accountable, and everybody's looking for, you to do what you said. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just, yeah, for me, because I was one of those. It's like, okay, the month got past me and nothing happened. So,
Yep.
yeah, I like the weekly or daily. And yeah, I did not plug my numbers in yet. I've got my numbers. I had set up the 15 people a day that I was going to be having these conversations with. And I discovered that 15 is really difficult if you're having those really good conversations. I mean, it can suck your whole day away. So, so I'm making my adjustment now to prevent myself from failing every single day to 10 and 10 good solid conversations. So, okay, so I'm already cheating and whatever, but I just, otherwise I'm setting myself up for failure because the 15 has not, it only happened the one day. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yesterday I had 11. But at the same time, putting a post on Facebook that, is our anniversary yesterday. I put that post on Facebook and had like over 100 people comment on that. So, there's
Wow.
still activity going on. But as far as my actual people that I'm talking to, I'm just going to keep that down to 10 to make sure that I don't set myself up for failure.
So something you could do is change that to 10 people per day and 1 social media post per day.
Oh, I thought about that, or I didn't think about that. I thought about the 10 and then maybe a group, join in a group, but that's even better.
Yeah, 'cause if you do a group a day, you're gonna get overloaded with groups.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Cool. Thank you. All right. Joanne's
You
next
could
on
do,
my.
you could do 1 social media activity, so it might be a social media post, or maybe you join a group, right? Whatever.
Right.
You're doing something to expand that.
Right. Right. Terrific. Okay. All right, Joanne, I've got you next.
Okay. I guess I'm not so I like to reach out to 5, and that's either in the follow-ups, new or whatever, but I guess I'm more concerned about the quality of the ones I'm reaching out to. So if it takes 10 to get that quality one, then that's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I guess I don't feel the waving and saying hi and any of that is really productive for me. So
Right.
just to do that to count a number,
No.
it doesn't work. But I did
No,
get
and
a
that's
call
what
at 9
mine
o'clock
are.
last night
Uh-huh.
from somebody that I thought I was going to talk to today. And she said, I've got to work tomorrow, things change, but can you tell me right now? I was caught so off guard, 9 o'clock at night,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and so it went extremely well. And then, I followed up with sending all the information. And one of the things I can't find, and I had put it in the chat, is Eva's testimony. So if Eva would let me know sometime today, or how to find it, or if she has a copy, can text it or email it or something.
Awesome.
Okay, I'll let you know. I
Thank
gotta
you.
find it too. All right, good deal.
Terrific.
So anyway, and from the day before, because I had some really good conversations, I finally settled on the information yesterday and got it all sent out. So I felt like that was a really big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm listening to all this stuff on Kyani Pro, and so it's backed me up on sending, because now I feel like I want to find the right one to send.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be the wrong approach. I should just maybe send and then keep looking. But anyway.
Right. I had started watching one yesterday. Well, I was trying to watch one yesterday, and it never loaded on my phone. So I don't know what the deal was there. So I jumped onto a different one, and it was the one with the the ACRAs, the business owners, and I wanted to watch that, and then I got interrupted. So I never got to watch any of the Kyani Pro videos yesterday, but that was another challenge to myself, was to, get familiar with those. Like Candace said, she wanted to get familiar with the, evening activities and stuff that are going on, so she can make sure she plugs her guests into, the right, whatever they need. And I thought, yeah, absolutely, that's a fantastic idea. But on my end, I was thinking I need to do that with the videos as well. So anyways, great stuff, Joanne. And just to clarify, on my 10 people, those aren't just 10 reach outs, those are 10 good solid conversations going on. I don't count those waves. I'm not counting those waves. These are good solid conversations. So quality. So anyway, but terrific, great stuff, Joanne. Eva's working on her social media, fantastic. And Rob Slagle helped Eva with her social media yesterday. But tell us, did you have any aha moments yesterday, or anything that you want to share?
Not necessarily. Yeah, it was not just myself. Michelle did a good job of helping. I had some ideas. It's good that we took a picture at lunch, just like, again, teaching her what attraction marketing is, letting her know that get something out there where you're out there and people start asking questions like, what's she doing? You framed it perfectly this morning, Kathy. So no, yesterday, not so much on, excuse me. Things done today, driving to Lake Jackson. I plan on dropping off some samples and talking to some of my customers down there, former clients. Anyway, just going to get them. I'm trying to introduce them to the On. I've got a big corporate account down there that I want to try to get samples to them today. So today's more of an activity day. I still have to do things at the house down there, parents' house, but I've got more things set up. So I can't really, other than helping Eva yesterday with her social media, I don't really have a whole lot to report on. More activity today, though.
Okay, well that's great. And then also, Rob, I was thinking, Michelle did a fantastic job of having the product out in her shop when she had her shop there. Do you have a display of any kind like that, or?
Yeah, actually, Michelle was very kind to leave a display case for me. So, it's
that's
not the big
best
one.
Kind. That's the done for you kind.
There you go.
Awesome.
So yeah, that goes hand in hand as I pick up more clients. The level of trust they have in me and what I can do for them. I think the sales should be going up. So again, it's a hand in hand situation. I just have to pick up more clients to pay the rent, do all that, and then I can be picking up additional, training clients. But then along with that, I can sell more product.
Right. And, I may have some older flyers or something. If you want anything like that, let me know. And, or some type of display things, let me know if you need anything, and I can.
Well, young lady, you need to get your little buns over here and see what I have displayed, and then you can see for yourself. You might actually get to try the machine like Eva.
Oh, there you go. Terrific. All right.
We need to make an appointment then.
Okay, sounds
That's
like a plan.
that's my activity for today, getting Kathy to make an appointment.
It's not going to happen today. I'll be in the Woodlands.
I'm going out of town as well.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Rob. Michelle, how about you? How's it going?
So pretty good. Next Tuesday when Eva comes, we plan to, after her workout, to sit down and kind of have like a work session. So if anybody wants to join us, let us know. And we'll be there just reaching out and doing social media and, working on different things. So if you guys can make it in the afternoon. Eva, what time did you plan on coming on Tuesday? I forgot. remember
I should be over there by 10:30.
Okay, so probably
Mhm.
like around 11 or
11:30
noon.
noon.
We'll-
11:30. Right.
Okay, so maybe around noon if you guys want to, if anybody else wants to come out, you're more than welcome to.
Well, that's a good day to do it. The last day of the
Yeah.
month. If you wanted to, put your heads together and try to make a push for the end of the month, or if you're close to any goals or anything. So yeah, thank you. That's a terrific idea. So we'll talk more about that later on or in our chat feed. So good deal.
Eva, on some of the comments on your post, they're semi-negative, but what I would do is reach out to those people privately on Messenger and just say, I'm not really worried about, being out without my mask. I'm careful, but my immune system is strong. I'm taking supplements that, is building my immune system. I'm healthy. I'm, exercising. I'm taking care of myself. So, I wouldn't really engage in like negative back
No,
and forth. But
no. In fact, I would keep it simple. I would just say, that I've never felt better, and my immune system is,
sorry, I got
I'm
a
doing
phone.
all the right things. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I definitely wouldn't engage in any of that.
No, I would just do it privately and just let them know what you're doing and taking the
I
supplements.
I wouldn't even share with the people that are negative. I wouldn't share.
Well,
But
I mean, they're just talking about being, out without a mask. But I
Without a
mean,
mask.
a really good, way for her to reach out to, talk to them about Kayani and about what she's doing. So I would kind of just turn around and make it into a positive. I wouldn't, if they're, really negative.
Yeah, I left it
just
blank
let it
because I actually wanted to talk to you about it, and I was going to make some notes. I don't want to, yeah, like you said, I don't want to sound negative, but I want to encourage you because I did mention to her, how I was feeling, and then I said, well, this product that I'm taking, I'm doing fantastic, and blah blah blah. And I told her just a
right,
little bit of my story, but I didn't go too much on it.
right. That's perfect. Just the hamburger method. Just a little bit about yourself and then back on them. So tell me, are you just staying inside these days, or did you just stop living? Because I wouldn't be that. I wouldn't be that mean about it, but really, what are they doing? Are they just sitting on their couch waiting on the end of the world, or what? I get frustrated with people, so there you have it. Anyways, so Michelle, what about your personal goals, personal anything, because we're running low on time?
Yeah, I didn't, we just basically helped Eva yesterday and, we were there, and then I had to go to the grocery store for my mom, then grandkids, and
Right.
so I didn't get a whole lot done. I didn't get home until about 10. But it was a productive day. I still feel like it was productive.
It
Right.
was, yes.
Yes, it definitely was. Man,
Yeah.
helping Eva get that out there, that was a solid, fantastic. I was so thrilled with that. So
Yeah, me
great
too.
job.
Okay, I got to jump off. I need to make a phone call.
All
I'll talk
right.
to y'all later.
All right. Happy
Okay.
Friday.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, Eva.
Bye bye.
Karen, would you like to share with us, Karen? Anything that you have going on, or? I got to tell you, Karen, I love the fact that you've got. I mean, it is in stone. This is what you're going to do. This is, this is the direction I'm going. This is what I have to do each day. That's awesome.
And yeah, that's what I did yesterday. I did my go for 10 no's yesterday.
Perfect. So, did you have any good conversations that got started from it, or?
I did. I have a couple that I'm continuing to follow up with.
Great. That's awesome. I love it. I mean, it's like, just knowing that this is what I have, this is what I'm doing. And you probably have a time set aside that you probably know what works best for you to get the responses. I don't know. And do you always use?
That actually varies day to day. I do have a set time in the morning that I do certain things, and then at the end of the day. But
Okay.
the middle of the day is kind of all over the board. But really, beginning my morning and ending my day is pretty set.
Terrific.
Karen, is your 10 no's, is that cold or warm or a combination?
It's a combination. It varies from day to day, depending on what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the
Yeah.
way I'm treating that too. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that approach.
Yeah.
So,
Some days I'm doing more reach out, and other days I'm following up with people that have reached out to me.
yeah, that's great. And that consistency will get you to the top.
Yep.
So, awesome. All right, Terry, we've missed out on all of your happenings. We talked about you yesterday. Did you go back and watch the video?
Not yet. No.
Well, I had just mentioned, I used you as an example, and I used Claire as an example yesterday as far as, these goals that we're doing for this, our weekly or daily, trying to get a system down. I'm not assigning it to you guys because y'all know where the squeak is. Y'all know what's wrong with what's going on. And so that's what you need to focus on is, what's missing there. And so my example, and I could be completely off track, but my example with you was that Terry talks to 1 million people every day, but he's talking to them and he's not closing them. Because if you're closing them, you would have 1 million business partners and customers too.
Yeah.
And Claire, that my other example yesterday was Claire forms everybody. She's got these long, deep relationships with people, and she can probably tell you everything in the world about them, everything that's going on in their lives. And, because she's that nurturing, caring person. My sister is the same. And my daughter, Marlena, same way. My daughter could get in the room with somebody and be in there for 10 minutes and know everything in the world about them. And then I would walk in and say, she would tell me, "Oh my gosh, Mom, blah, 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 about this person." And I was like, "Oh, wow, that's great. How long have you known them?" "Oh, we just met." And I'm like, "What?" But that's the way my daughter was. She just, dug and dug and dug and found out that information about people. And that's the way, Claire's really good with that. And then when she realized that she wasn't closing them, she started closing them, and boom, Sapphire. So, so that's what we're focused on with these, these self challenges, I guess I can call them. So do you have your self challenges written down, or do you know what your goals are for the day, your daily method of operation, or what, Terry?
I have not put them on the board yet. My apologies. I'm working on that. I'm still kind of forming exactly what I want to do, but I'm trying to reach out to 5 people a day and have, like you guys are working on, in-depth conversations. And I've got 3 people that are in follow-up right now, so I don't have 5 in that category. And then finding 5 people a day is usually not bad on social media, but I just haven't been getting out of the house very often. So this is the first time this week that I'm actually stepping out of the house. I'm going to do lunch in Sugarland.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably run into 5 good people down there. So
Right.
I'm gonna work on it. I just it's in terms of categories, it kind of limiting right now. But I can find 5 people anywhere. So.
And you can make it, a week, as a week goes, say, okay, this week I'm going to have, 2 coffee appointments, like, or I'm going to have, 3 people on an evening call, or, or it can be a daily, like Karen, hey, I'm reaching out to 10 people a day, and those can be, not necessarily new, fresh reach outs. Those can be whatever. I'm having conversations with 10 people a day. And that's what mine is. I'm having conversations with 10 people a day. And, so some are fresh, new reach outs, and some are, just continuing those conversations. But I'm not stopping with just waving. And I'm not stopping with that. That doesn't even, to me, it's not even counting as my 10. If I'm
It's
asking someone to be my friend on Facebook or whatever, sending out a friend request, I don't count it. I don't count it until we're talking. So.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
It's like a mini step. 5 of those equals a real step or something like that.
Right. Yeah. I just feel like I'm just cheating myself if that's all I'm doing. That's, that doesn't count. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I did remember that thing I was going to tell you guys the other day that I got off of that power hour that happened a couple of days ago. I don't know if anybody has gone back and reviewed that, but she was talking about with like, say she had like 2,000 friends or something like that on Facebook. Well, she went back and reviewed quickly that probably of those, maybe 1,700 or 1,800 of those people are not people she knows well. So she is reaching out to those 1,700 people, which are almost cold contacts. They're like warm contacts. And she's saying, look, I'm on Facebook, and so many people in my Facebook friends, we may have a little bit in common, but I don't know them, and I don't know them really well. And I'm a lot more comfortable with people that I know. So I'm just reaching out to kind of get to know you and find out a little bit more about you. And I kind of hope you're open to that. And that's her introduction. And then usually the other person comes back and she'll say a little bit, maybe 3 or 4 things about herself. Like, I'm married, I got kids, I got this or that. And they'll come back with the other thing. And 90% of the time people come back with, yeah, I really like to know the people on my Facebook friends list too. So it's real easy contact after that introduction.
Right.
And she's having great success with that. She's probably formed like 150 people a week doing that.
Yeah, that's terrific.
Terry, could you post that her training thing? Could you post it on the Achievers page?
Yeah, I can do that.
Or in the feed.
I'll get that. I'll probably get it up there tonight.
Okay, I've got to run. I got to cut it short today. But anyway, everybody have a great weekend, and good night, John Boy.
Good night,
All
John
right,
Boy.
take care.
Yeah, I like that, Terry. And one of the things that when we were in Salt Lake City and we were reaching out to all these people, we reached out to 100 people, each one of us that were in the room with Casey. And I found that, okay, these are my friends on Facebook, and I don't know some of them. I mean, that we went to the same high school, or they knew me through something. Well, so the conversations that I started, because I was forced to start having a conversation with some of these people, right? I mean, I'm saying hi, and they're like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, yeah, I got to tell you, I don't remember you from high school. I see that we went to the same school, but, were you in the band, or were you in the, whatever, or, start out with building the relationship with asking them questions, and just being real, being honest, that I don't really remember you, but you're on my friends list, and, we're friends and from high school. Refresh my memory. Or looking at I was cheating. I went back to their Facebook page on some to see what they're doing now. And, if they were into, contractors or something, building homes or plumbing or whatever, hey, that's great. Are you local in the area? Do you do residential? I just realized that you're one of my friends, and that's good to, it's good to have somebody to, as a go-to person or whatever, and just starting a conversation with that. And then maybe, well, what are you into? What are you doing these days? Well, you know what? I've partnered with a health and wellness organization, company, and we're, helping people with their health, or whatever. So just building the conversations on what you're seeing on their Facebook page, even if you don't remember who they are. So, but I like that approach. And so, yeah, if you can post that later on today, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll get that up there either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. Terrific.
No
right.
problem.
We did
And I'm
okay
back.
on time, guys.
I did post Eva's testimonial that she put on the old wellness page, so I don't know if that would help Joanne. So
Oh, thank you.
you're welcome. But she may have like an updated one. So that, yeah, I don't know if that's her most current one, if she has a newer one or not, but that's the one that she had on the old page.
That's
Okay.
great. Yeah.
Thank you.
I like that.
Mhm.
And now, do we have that on our page, our Accountable Achievers page? We should, huh? I don't know. Can we do that?
What's that?
Yeah.
Joanne's,
Oh, you mean the
Akiva's post.
on the Facebook page?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should do
I
that.
can do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. And that's a great picture of her with her medals and stuff. That's awesome. Thanks. Thanks, Michelle.
You're welcome. I knew I had it.
That's probably
that I
the
had
only
saved
one
it.
we have that really talks about arthritis, pain and stuff, isn't it? Are you anybody familiar with another one?
I'm not, and
No,
Eva needs to put that back on there if it's not on the new.
it's not. I
testimonial.
searched
So,
and
okay.
it didn't come up. So,
I've submitted one, but I don't think it's been approved yet.
oh, and talks about arthritis and stuff. Would you just send it or post it on the site, Achievers? Even if it's not approved, I'm just sending it to a neighbor. It's not going to be publicized.
Yeah, I've got arthritis, and the what is it? HL5, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to. Well, I'm getting senile. It's early in the morning for me. Anyway, that makes a world of difference on joint pain for me all over the place. My back, my legs, my knees, ankles, wrists. But it definitely makes a huge difference for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't get out of bed and walk normal.
What time of the day do you take your HL5?
I take it in the morning, and if I'm going to be busy and active, I'll take a second one in the afternoon.
I tell you, I take it before I go to bed, and I sleep like a baby. It's even better than before. And I guess sleep like a baby isn't really the thing, because babies don't sleep, but I sleep great.
Yes, babies do sleep occasionally.
Occasionally, yeah.
But
I
I
sleep like my Lily dog. My doggy can sleep, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, but she
and
takes her sunset too. So
for the first time in years, I had a dream the other, I don't know, a week or something ago, and I'm blaming on that. I took a couple extra sunset when I went to bed, so I'm blaming it on that. And I had HL5 that afternoon too, so maybe it was a combo.
yeah, well, I had not dreamed in years before I started taking Kyani. I thought it just went with age. I had no idea, and then started dreaming again. And man, I have some wild dreams. Wild stuff.
I have to take it in the morning, so it has time to wear off completely. And then, or not wear off completely, but then I take it right before I go to bed to go to sleep, because if I don't, for me, it disrupts my sleep. I would never tell anybody else that. But
Yeah.
if I wake up feeling drained, because when I'm dreaming, and it makes me dream some crazy dreams, but I'm always working. I'm working in my dream, and I get it's like I wake up and I haven't even had any rest. So I have to, I actually take extra sunset, but I have to make sure I take it at the right times. to get the rest that I need. But yeah, I
Right.
don't have any problem sleeping at all. And I
Yeah.
do think it helps me sleep, get a deeper sleep. I
Mhm.
have it's H-band, it's kind of like a Fitbit, but that tracks my sleep.
Mhm.
And I always get excellent 5 stars. So
That's good. That's
living
good.
proof.
That's cool.
I'm really good at sleep.
I should check that. I don't know. I wear my Fitbit, but I don't check it. I use it for a watch.
Uh,
It's true. That's the only thing I use it for is a watch.
and it probably does track your sleep, and it's really interesting to see, because sometimes I'll go to bed late, but I'll wake up a little bit later, and I still get really good quality sleep. It shows your light sleep and your deep sleep,
Right.
and how many times you wake up during the night, and things like that. So I don't know, I find it very interesting.
Right.
So,
I remember when I first got this thing, actually, yeah, I talked to Rob Slagle about it before I even purchased one. And
Mhm.
and I remember in the beginning I checked out all that stuff and then realized that when you with me, when I'm working out and stuff, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see it to set anything. So, I yeah, anyways. But I could track my sleep because I can see that on the on the phone later. But
I
anyway.
like to see how many steps I've walked.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I do like that. I like the fact that at 10 minutes till the hour, at 10 minutes till the hour, it buzzes and tells you to get up off your rear end if you're just sitting there. I like that too.
And it tells me to breathe.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Yeah.
need to track my steps more. That's what I've been working on the last couple of weeks.
Well, this
Okay.
little H-band, it's just a cheap one that I got through Groupon, but it's been really good. But it tracks your steps, and it even tells you, like, if your heart rate is too low, get up and, kind of move to get your heart rate up and moving. It tracks my monthly cycle. It's bizarre, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
And that's another thing, guys. I'm glad you mentioned that, Michelle, that as far as the, tracking things like that too. As far as your daily goals and stuff too with this, if you put in, like my thing that I've added is to make sure that I'm getting 15 minutes of an exercise, exercising in the exercise room, 15 minutes of that, and at least 15 minutes of walking each day. And that's just specific to, that doesn't mean if I'm out playing tennis or whatever, I'm only out there 15 minutes. No, this is just making sure that I'm doing that. It's 30 minutes, guys, and
Mhm.
I can do 30 minutes of something like that. Anything else is bonus, but I make sure that I'm in my exercise room for 30 minutes doing exercises. And I kind of treat it like, I don't know, I've heard how some of these orange, or I don't know what those places are where you go in and you work on this equipment and you go from one to
Mhm.
the other. That's what I treat my exercise room like. And I do that for 15 minutes. So that way I don't get, I tell you what, I've got this bicycle thing in there that works your arms and your legs too at the same time. It was my son's, bought it off of him. Kicks my butt. 5 minutes is all I can handle on that thing. It kills me. But I also have the mountain climber. I've got, other stuff that, the Bowflex. And so 15 minutes of just bouncing from one thing to the other, even the hula hoop, I've got a weighted hula hoop, and that gives me a chance to breathe because the other stuff wears me out. But then in the 15 minutes of walking, it's like, okay, that's on my list of everything to, of what my daily challenges. And so if I haven't got to do that, I don't get to check that box. So whatever works for you. Yes, Joanne.
Michelle, I pressed on that on the testimony. but for some reason, I don't have the rest of it. It says not only my arthritis pain is gone, but my test, and it doesn't say anything else.
If you click on it, click on the picture so it shows individually.
Yes, that's what I did, and I can slide it across, and the writing on the next page, it's like it's not, the rest of it's not there.
And where does it stop, Joanne?
Not only my arthritis pain is gone, but my test.
Oh, okay. And then it says, okay. Just
Yeah,
touch the,
I mean,
touch the
if you,
picture again.
yeah,
And
if you
touch
click
the,
on the picture,
or no, yeah, touch that, the writing again. And then the block will go away.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh, perfect, because that's what the blood pressure, that's, oh, this is so awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
you're welcome.
So to copy that, to send to somebody, I want to send the picture too. I wonder how they'll know to get all, I mean, if they'll get all of it when they look at it.
Well,
just
what
tell
I
them,
would
click
do,
on the picture.
yeah, you'll have to send both of them separate, right?
Okay.
And then, but I would save, you know, hold that down, save it as a photo on your thing, and then save the other one as a photo. I'm doing it right now too. And then when you're sending it, how are you going to send it? Through text?
Either one. I do have the email address, so whichever would you think would be best.
If you click on the picture, and then down at the bottom, it says more. Well, on my phone anyways, it says more. Then you can forward, you can save, you can see the info, and you can share. So you
Yeah.
can either share it that way, or you could even save it to your phone and then send it as a, you know, both of them together in the email.
Exactly. That's what
as
I just
the
did to you
attachment.
too. Yeah. So I'd save it as a photo, save each one as a photo, save the photo as a photo, save the testimonial as a photo. And then when you're creating the email, you add the photo, which you can click on both of them at that time. And then you can send both of them at the same time.
Awesome.
And you can do it as a text, which is, I just did that to you as a text, just to test it out.
But the thing is, I just looked at it, you have to press on it, because if you just read it,
Right, it cuts off, it stops.
it cuts off. So I guess I'll just have to say,
Yeah, they'll know. They'll know. to
they'll
do
know.
that. Yeah.
Or you can even just put in there, make sure you click on the picture to get the full story.
I'm gonna tell them, if you don't see with Michelle and Marie, you didn't get the whole story.
There you go.
How's that? That's awesome. There's 2 people that I need to send that to. The one whose dad lives in England. That's what his problem is, his issue. And it's just like what Eva says, in both cases, the first thing, you know, the amazing thing, they immediately gave her a shot, and it didn't last for a month. And she demanded they do an MRI to see just what the issue was. And I think, why don't they do that first before they just start treating it?
Right. No, because that's what they do. That's the thing. It's like they treat the symptoms.
Correct.
Always. They treat the symptoms. And then it's like, I get so frustrated. Just never mind. I'll be nice. That's what they do. Anyways. All right, guys.
People don't
I need to
realize
get.
that either. So, yeah, it is frustrating. It's even with my mom, it's so frustrating. And you just, and some people don't want to hear anything except for what the doctor has to say.
Right.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my mom being one of them. But she told me last night she's been taking the Kyani for 2 days, so she's super healthy. She's being very sarcastic, but I mean, now she's at the point to where, you know, she's trying other stuff, and it's like, Mom, if you would have just, I didn't tell her this, if you would have listened to me at the very beginning, it probably would have made a huge change in your outcome.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Some people are not ever going to listen, and you're never going to change them. And I'm going to be with those people today. So y'all pray for me. That's my
course.
in-laws. All right, guys, I'm going to have to fly. Y'all have a terrific weekend. Happy Friday.
You too.
And
You too.
make it a great day. If you didn't get your everything done that you were supposed to do this week, you got 2 bonus
It's
days.
follow-up Friday.
Two
It is
bonus
following
days.
Friday.
Saturday and Sunday are bonus days.
There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go.
Catch
All
up.
right. Y'all have a great one. Thanks.
Y'all
Have a great
too.
weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.